But today, we want to add one specific aspect to the protest. Right now, we are raising funds for the people of Palestine and for the people of Lebanon. Today, we have a post right here in the Venmo. We also have QR codes going around if people want to donate on the website at wewillreturn.org. 100% of the proceeds from today are going straight to Gaza. No fees, no salaries, no nothing. That same uncle I just spoke about, he told me this. He told me that activism, education, policy, what's going to free Palestine in the long term. But we cannot free Palestine if there is no Palestine to free.
I'm not going to take too long today, as I have a quick message to talk to you guys about, especially for the Muslims in the crowd. As Muslims, we operate under the belief that we are one united ummah. For those non-Muslims in the crowd, ummah basically means one Muslim nation. And we also believe that if one part of our ummah is injured, that we all feel the pain, that we're all a single body, a single organism. Yet, I seem to notice that even though our body's getting injured, not enough people are screaming out in pain. Not enough people are screaming out in anger. How dare you go around and say that there's nothing to be done, that the protests have no effect, that posting on your stories, the bare minimum, has no effect, when the organizations that we fight against, the people that are against us, try to censor us. If they try to censor us, what does that mean? That means what we're doing is working. They wouldn't stop us if it had no effect. And as a Muslim, you have a responsibility to your people. Palestinians, Lebanese, Syrian, the Uyghur Muslims, anywhere in the world. If they are hurt, you should also be hurt. It doesn't matter if you're on campus. If you stub your toe, you scream out in pain. It doesn't matter if you're on campus, if you're at work, if you're walking through the street. Well, this isn't a stubbed toe. We have lost limbs. We have lost people, burned bodies, decapitated bodies, and yet we go about our daily lives as if nothing has happened. Our leaders worldwide have failed us, our Muslim leaders and leaders in general. So if they have failed us, we need to step up. The leaders are few, we are many. We need to stand up. We need to speak out. And as a Muslim, that is your responsibility and your duty to your Muslim brothers and sisters in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, wherever it may be. That's all I wanted to say today. Nothing more, nothing less. If you have friends who aren't here today, send them this message. They have to wake up. If they're not comfortable coming to a protest, they need to do work in different ways. If it's calling their representatives, if it's posting on their stories. I have worn this keffiyeh on campus every single day. There are ladies, teachers, professors who have come up to me and asked me to buy one because they notice it. Just wearing a keffiyeh on campus can make a change. Just talking about Palestine can make a change. So if you don't want to come to a protest, that's fine. But if you're doing nothing in the meantime, then shame on you. Thank you.
Genocide is a crime!
Genocide is a crime!
From Congo to Palestine!
Congo to Palestine!
Genocide is a crime!
Genocide is a crime!
Our next speaker is the founder of Power Up Connecticut. Power Up CT is a racial justice organization. She is a black activist that has been outspoken on the solidarity between the Black Liberation Movement and the Palestinian Liberation Movement. We know that Palestine cannot be free until we are all free. So please give it up for Corinne Prescott.
of applause. It's been a long year. For many of you, you've been going much longer than a year. So for those of you who've been going much longer than a year, give yourselves a round of applause. I stand before you today with a heavy heart. This was not an easy speech to write because I am struggling to find the right words to express my grief and my anger. I am struggling to find new ways to explain that racism, colonialism, imperialism, and capitalism are the reasons for the genocide of the Palestinians and the Native Americans. I am struggling to find the words to explain that Israel's apartheid system is no different from the apartheid system that the South Africans and Black Americans have endured in the past. I ask myself, what more can I say to you? What more needs to be said other than, and I quote Brother Stokely Carmichael when I say this, Palestinian land belongs to the Palestinians. What do I say to you today? What do I say to ignite you? What do I say to keep your energy for fighting going? What do I say to bring you hope? What do I say to validate your anger? What do I say to the Black and Palestinian people who have been fighting for decades, for centuries to be free from mass incarceration and police brutality? What do I say to the Black and Palestinian mothers burying their babies? What do I say? What do I say? I say I am a revolutionary. I say I am pro-liberation. I say Biden, Harris, Netanyahu are war criminals. I say I won't vote for genocide no matter how black the candidate is. I say justice for Palestine is justice for Black Americans.